Welcome to BlueStar's Bon AppeTECH, the channel's only cooking show featuring award-winning chefs, delicious recipes you can make at home, handy cooking tips, and a sprinkle of vendor solutions and insights. Let's get cooking with Dean Reverman.
Everyone, and welcome to BlueStar's Tech Connect Kitchen. I am Dean Reverman, your host, and this is Bon AppeTECH. We are joined today by Kayla Robison, who's been around. You've seen her a couple times here, but you've also seen her no less than 6 times on national television. She's been a part of Guy Fieri's Grocery, right?
Yeah, Grocery.
2 times. She's been on the Today Show, and she's recently been crowned the winner of Chopped on Food Network. So we're excited to have Kayla here again. We are going to get into eggs 5 different ways. You thought you knew how to do eggs? Oh, no. We're going to show you 5 different ways to do eggs. Maybe breakfast? Yeah, but you can do eggs, like, right? I know what's popular in my house is doing breakfast or dinner. So yes. So we're going to show you 5 different ways to do eggs. We're going to poach them. We're going to soft boil them. We're going to scramble them. We're going to finish it off with an omelet that's going to be out of this world. Before we get into it, though, we do want to thank Elo, Epson, Newcastle, Samsung, and Zebra for their sponsorship. They, with their sponsorship, makes all this possible. And before we get in, also, remember, we are getting back out on the road. If you're sick and tired of being in your caves and where we've been, and you want to get back out and see the products that we distribute, and we're bringing them to you as a part of our Tech Connect to You show, tour, if you will. We're going all through the Americas. We're starting on the East Coast. We're going out to the West Coast. So if you are interested in seeing some of the products and solutions that you haven't seen in a couple years, come on by and see us on the Tech Connect to You tour. Also, there's the Tech Connect podcast out there. So if you're interested in the latest on what's happening in the world, trends, great subject matter experts, you got to dial into the Tech Connect podcast and see us there. Okay, let's dive into eggs 5 different ways. Kayla, how are we going to start it off here today?
All right, so we're going to start with a couple, really some of my favorite ones. We're going to do a 6-minute soft-boiled egg. Ooh. Which is really great for your ramens or avocado toast. I also like to call them jammy eggs. Jammy, right? Because they're still kind of a little jammy in the center. So,
I got you. All right. Yeah.
I like to, do those. Okay, so I've got water boiling.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna put my egg right in there gently, and we're gonna start the timer to 6 minutes.
Okay, so this is like an exacting science here.
It is. Now,
we want to make sure. And that's a soft boil too, right? It's not like a hard.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep. You want it to just kind of be, I've got this at a 4 out of looks like 10. So I might actually bring that down to like a 3, and it'll be a nice soft boil. So 6 minutes started. Now again, boiling eggs, obviously, if you go to 12 minutes, that's going to be your hard-boiled egg, okay? So you can go anywhere from, I wouldn't really do 1 minute, but 3 minutes to 12 minutes, and that just depends on the consistency of the yolk, okay? So
that's what you're going for there, right?
Yes,
so,
6 minutes is my perfect jammy egg, okay? I like that. And I'm also gonna add a little bit of vinegar in there, and what that does is help take the shell off a little more easily.
Really?
Yes.
Get out of town.
Yes.
Pro tip number 1, vinegar in the water.
Vinegar in the water, yes. And when we poach eggs, that's also another trick, is adding some vinegar in the water to help keep the form of a poached egg, which we will do a little later.
All right, gotcha.
So I've got an ice bath ready. So after the 6 minutes, what we're gonna do is shock the eggs. You can also do that for your hard-boiled eggs. It just helps get the peel off a lot easier. Because no one likes to sit here and peel eggs all day.
No.
I definitely don't.
And dude, that's happened to me before. I'm like, this is falling
Easter
apart.
comes and it's just not fun.
No good.
When you're doing the deviled eggs, like it's the worst part. Okay, so now we're gonna do a sunny side up egg. Okay, it's one of my favorites. So I like to add
my least favorite, by the way, but let's go for it.
Are you a scrambled fan?
Yeah,
okay,
I love scrambled eggs.
Scrambled.
Yep.
Okay, so we're just gonna do the most important key to eggs is a non-stick skillet. Okay, so I've got a non-stick here. I've got some oil.
And you're oiling it up.
Yep. And I'm actually gonna add a little tab of butter in there. More so for just flavor.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I like. It is also gonna make the little ends a little more brown and crispy, which I really like. If you don't like the crispy ends of eggs, then just skip the butter.
Gotcha.
So,
no, that really does bring a nice look to it, right? You kind of want that little fried on the outside.
Yeah, fried on the
look.
outside. I just like the texture of it. That's just a personal thing of mine.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got my heat on, let's see, about a medium high. Okay, so I'm gonna let that kind of warm up. Once you kind of start seeing the bubbles here, is when you know it's gonna be nice and hot. If you need to test it, you can add a little bit of water, kind of zap it on there. If it beads up, you're good to go. You got nice hot oil, okay?
Gotcha.
So we're gonna crack an egg. Now when cracking eggs,
yes, I'm
you
terrible at
don't
this,
want
by
to
the
do
way.
it on a rim. Because,
Really?
Yes, because the eggshell has a higher chance of kind of getting in there, and then you're out there fishing eggshells out, and that's a pain in the butt.
Yeah,
all right?
totally.
So a flat surface, okay, just like that. Boom.
Get out of town. See, you
Okay.
make that look a little bit too easy.
Yes, years of practice, lots and
Here
lots
I am
of
on the side of a
practice.
bowl, smashing it, you know,
Yes.
shell everywhere. Not
Yes.
the way you want to do it. Okay, got
Yep,
it.
definitely just want to do it on a flat surface. It's just going to help make it a lot easier. So I'll kind of show you guys how I do this, okay? So I kind of hold this in here. It's like nestled in there, right?
Almost like you're throwing a curveball, but go
Almost.
ahead.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that wouldn't be nice. So you just do flat, and right where you see that little indent, I'm going to take my fingers and just kind of pry it in there.
Oh,
Boom.
perfect. Boom.
Oh, it did crack a little bit. So we'll make a fried egg with that guy.
All right.
Oh,
Fair enough.
Yep.
Now, does it matter what kind of egg? I know you and I were talking a little bit. There's all kinds of different eggs out there, right?
Yes. So a lot of folks, it just kind of depends what you're making. Duck eggs, quail eggs, chicken eggs, right? Ostrich eggs. I went to Jungle Jim's this weekend and was looking at
Dude,
all
you can
the
get
crazy.
an ostrich? Are they
You can.
huge?
They're huge. They're so big. They come
Same principle
frozen,
applies, though?
oddly.
Frozen?
Yeah,
Really?
they do come
Okay.
frozen, which I didn't know why. I didn't ask, but yes, I've seen them frozen. So. Basically the same concept of them. You can still cook a duck egg or a quail egg just like how you would cook any other egg. Yep. Okay. So we're already starting to see the white membranes start to form, okay, which is pretty great. So I've got some nice little avocado toast here. I'm gonna teach you folks how to make a really simple, good avocado toast. But the trick is when you start seeing this form right here, I'm gonna turn this on a low. Okay,
Oh.
that's gonna help settle it. So you kind of start a little high, bring it down to a low,
Okay.
and it's gonna help settle your egg a little more.
I would have guessed the exact opposite.
Well, if you fry it too quickly, you're gonna burn the outside edges, and you're not gonna have the
Not as
inside.
pretty.
Yeah, this part will be a little more
Gotcha.
like that.
And that's what you're going for here, right? I mean, again, this is my favorite egg, but you're trying to get a runny yolk. Okay.
Yep, sunny side up. Yep.
Part of the goal here?
Yep, looks like a nice pretty sun.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so avocados. We're gonna teach you the trick to how to pick the perfect avocado, okay? A couple tricks. You wanna make sure they're dark, okay? When they're really green, they're not gonna be as ripe. You also wanna make sure you can kind of put an indent in there. You can kind of see, your finger.
Okay.
Also, this little guy, take that off. We want that nice bright green, okay? That also makes it look, well, there's green in there. All right, so let's see if this is correct. So then you're gonna take your knife, kind of rock it right around the center, twist it, boom. That's the perfect avocado right there. All right, so then when I go to cut the avocado, I just do little incisions. You know, I'm a surgeon
You're a
on
surgeon. Yeah,
avocado.
food surgeon.
Yep, food surgeon, I like it. You're gonna run your spoon, and then I've got this little guy right there, if I can keep it on there. And we're gonna go down, okay? Boom, just like that.
Beautiful.
So I toasted the bread.
You make that look so easy. That's
It is
perfect.
easy, I promise you. It's very easy. Just a couple years of practice.
All right.
So here I've just got a nice 12-grain bread. When you do avocado toast, you want to make sure it's a little on the thicker side. I just drizzled it with some olive oil, popped it in the oven, finished it with some salt. There's our 6 minutes.
There you go.
Boom. Okay, so we're going to take that out.
And we're shocking it, right?
And we're shocking it. That is correct. Okay? Boom. We're going to leave that guy in there. He's going to take a nice ice bath. And now this is going, right? Which will be perfect for the poached egg. So we'll get back to that in a second. But here, I've got this beautiful looking sunny side up egg.
Oh, no flipping.
No flipping.
You're just going
nope.
straight
Sunny
onto
side.
the toast.
Now, if you wanted it to be over easy, you would flip it and just cook it for like 30 seconds, okay? If you want it over medium, you'd cook it for a minute longer. If you want it hard, well, like this guy's about to be, then I would just flip it and let it do its thing until it's cooked all the way. Yep, then it's just a fried egg, okay? So then I like to put a little lemon juice,
adding a little acidity
on there, and then of course some salt. Okay, just a little. Oop, that guy was a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll peel that off just like that. All right, and then a little pepper. Now, everything bagel seasoning's obviously really good on this, you know? That's a pretty popular one. Okay, so this guy's basically still working. Now, this is, we want to kind of leave it in there for about 2 minutes.
Okay.
Just so it can really get cold, as cold as it can be. But let's see how it does. Because it's not quite 2 minutes.
You're going to risk it.
I know. Okay, so we're just going to kind of gently. There we go. Now at this point, it just peels right off. You'll kind of see that little membrane right there.
Yes.
I want to try and get that off too. That's going to help peel a lot of that off.
So, and remembering, we put a little bit of vinegar in there. Did you put anything else in the water prior to that? That was just straight water?
Just water and a little vinegar. Now, what I also like to do when it is still this hot, I'll kind of peel it in the water. Yeah, that's going to help kind of shock it as well and keep the peel off. Or get the peel off. I should have made 2, and then you could have done one, and then I could have done one, and we could have had a competition on who was the fastest.
I'm so glad you did not do 2, because I'm terrible. We already talked about this. I'm terrible at that.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah,
but
that's
look
a good
how
point.
easily this is starting to come off now. Yeah.
Now, where would you use this on eggs Benedict? Soft boil like this?
Sure. Now, poached is typically what you use for an eggs Benedict. But if you want something a little like on this side jammy, like I like to call it, then this is perfect. This is again what I use for ramen. I like to just make like instant ramen that you have, you know, that 1 minute instant ramen and jazz it up. I like to add a little curry in there.
Seriously?
Yeah, and then a nice jammy egg. It's delicious.
Huh.
Okay.
You may have sold me on that.
Cut into this. Boom.
Got it.
Real jammy. Put that right on top. If it stays.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Okay, so then we're gonna hit that with a little pepper. Okay. A little salt. Really important to make sure you season at the very
Properly
end.
on that. Yes. Yep. Give it that nice little. And you said bagel seasoning too?
Everything bagel seasoning is really great. What I really love to do is add some sesame oil and some jalapenos and some cilantro, which we'll do probably toward the other ones that we do. Yeah, and it's really, really delicious.
All right.
All right. So, if you guys want to take a quick break.
Let's take a real quick break. We've got a couple of them down. We got 3 more to go. Real quick word from our sponsor. We'll come back. We're going to scramble, and we're going to do some other stuff here. So we'll be right back.
There's nothing worse than finding out there's no compatibility between devices at work. With Zebra, that's never an issue. Working in unison with Zebra's line of mobile computers, the RFD40 UHF RFID sled delivers top-of-the-line RFID performance and flexibility, no matter what the workplace looks like. This state-of-the-art device features a new tri-function programmable trigger, enabling it to connect with virtually any companion through Econex adapters for snap-and-go pairing. With the RFD40, turn any Zebra device into a future-proof RFID solution. To learn more, contact your BlueStar representative today.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here with Kayla Robison. We are talking eggs 5 different ways today. We've already done sunny side up and a soft boiled egg. Now we're going to get into some scrambling and some poaching, right?
Yes,
Let's go.
Okay, so scrambled eggs. I've already got some oil in here. Again, I'm going to add a little butter.
Love the butter.
Butter for
I'm
flavor.
so glad you're putting this in because, you know, I feel bad. I add butter every time. I'm like, I don't know if my diet should allow me, but I love it.
Hey, I actually tried a plant-based butter, which was actually pretty good.
Really?
So, yeah, I didn't mind it.
All right.
Okay, so we've got the butter. Now we're going to whisk eggs. Okay, eggs, omelets, scrambled eggs. You're looking for air. That's your best friend, okay? So we want to make sure that we add a lot of air into this. Ooh, here's a perfect thing over here. So you see how I got a shell in here?
All
If you use your shell,
Yeah.
it will go right in
Get
there.
out.
It just, I don't know what science is behind it, but it
Dude,
will just
I would be digging in
gravitate.
there
Yep.
with my finger
Nope.
trying to find.
It just works. I don't know why,
Pro
but
tip.
it does. All right, so we're gonna do 2 eggs. I like to add milk.
Okay, I'm glad you're doing that. So
Yes.
air is your friend. I usually put a little bit of milk in mine. I don't know where I picked it up from. Maybe I saw somebody making an omelet somewhere or something like that.
Yes.
Okay, so you just put a little splash.
Just about a
in, huh?
tablespoon in there.
Okay.
Yep, and then
So what does that do? Is that giving it a little bit more fat? Is it helping to break it down?
Fat's gonna help. Fat is your friend in cooking.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a great book called Fat, Salt, Acid, Heat. Okay.
Fat, salt, acid, heat. Got
It's
it.
also on Netflix. Okay, it's a really good. It's a great book, but it goes into why fat's your friend.
Gotcha.
And fat's your friend because, of course, flavor. Fat is flavor, but also it helps emulsify a lot of things. That's kind of what you need. So when you're think of vinaigrettes, right? When you make a vinaigrette, you have, let's say you have your acid, so like a lemon, and then you need to add a fat, which is going to be your oil. Okay, so
Gotcha.
same thing here. It just also helps give it some body, and that's just kind of the trick to it. Now, I want to whisk these so much that you see the little bubbles in there?
Yep.
The more bubbles, the better, because that's your
Once
air.
again, I'm so glad you're saying this because yes.
Yes. Now, a quick, easy way, let's say you're doing this for a family of 4 or more, okay? Immersion blenders are really great. If you have a blender at home at restaurants, we use blenders to blend our eggs and pour them in there for omelets for scrambled eggs. Because it adds so much air in there, and it's great.
That was my secret at home because I don't cook a lot of things, but I'll do eggs. I'll do the scrambled eggs, a little milk, immersion blender. Now, can you overblend eggs? Can you go too far?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Yes, you can. Yep. So what's kind of fun about eggs is if you use eggs, so let's say you use your whites, right? And then you use the yolks. If you whip your egg whites, you're going to have meringue, essentially, okay? You can over whip it, and then it becomes chunky and it kind of falls apart. Okay?
Not what you want.
No, you don't want that. Now, if you do yolks, if you blend it to 3 times its size, it's actually safe to eat raw. And it's really good for homemade mousses. So if you're going to use a chocolate mousse, I like to over whip my yolks, my whites, and heavy cream. Drizzle some melted chocolate in there and fold it in with some sugar. You're good to go.
I'll be done.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna season.
But in this case, with scrambled eggs, we want some bubbling going on.
We want lots of bubbles. Yep.
Got it.
All right. So I'm just gonna season it just lightly for now, while it's gonna cook. All right. So we've got that. I'm gonna turn my heat up just a little bit. So we want a nice. Some people like hard scrambled. Some people like soft scrambled. Okay. So I'll show you soft. I'm a little bit of medium scrambled.
Hard scrambled.
Yeah. So hard scrambled, you're gonna see. Hard scrambled, you're gonna see kind of like the browning on there. Okay, yep. Soft scrambled, which is what we're most likely gonna do. It's really great for avocado toast. So from here, I'm just gonna kind of pull this in. Now you can kind of see it's already starting to form. Yep. Super, super simple. Super soft scrambled. If you go to Paris, they like their eggs soft scrambled. So you're gonna see not this runny.
Or runny.
It'll
I was
be
just
runny.
about to go there, so it's kind of like a little bit of runniness to it.
It does. It does have runny to it. They're omelets. I remember the first time I had an omelet in Paris, I was like, Ooh, it's a little more runny on my side. But hey, that's okay. So this is a soft scrambled right here, okay? You can still see a little bit of wet, not too wet. And then from here, you can just kind of keep going. Now, the heat of the pan is already hot enough that I can just set it to the side and it's gonna be just fine.
Gotcha.
Okay, so then from here, we will.
Well, now I know I'm a hard scramble kind of guy.
Yep.
I like the hard scramble, but
Put that right on
that's
there.
a medium scramble, right? Is kind of what you're saying?
Yeah, it's a little like a over medium or a over easy scramble.
Nice.
Still got a little bit of the juice, you know, like the softness to it. Okay.
Look at that.
Yeah, super simple. Okay, so again, we want to make sure we season every layer. So just a little salt to finish and some pepper as well. Pepper is your friend, especially when it comes to eggs. Paprika would be really good on this as well. Okay, poached. Poached is one of my favorite ways for eggs. I love it on hash. I love it on poutine. I love it on avocado toast, okay? So we're gonna crack our egg and put them right in a bowl, or you can put them in like a ladle.
Okay.
Because you wanna be very careful when you kind of slip it in here.
Okay.
Now, you want your water. We're gonna put a little vinegar in there. That's gonna help form the shape of it. Okay, just like a tish. It's very important to also season your water. Okay, so a little salt. All right, now, we call this part the vortex.
The vortex?
The vortex,
I love
okay?
the name already.
Yeah, so you're gonna start spinning it.
Oh, I gotcha.
All right.
Okay.
And then you're gonna grab your egg, and we're spinning, and we're spinning, and we're spinning. And then as it's still spinning, you're gonna drop that egg in there, okay? And now we're just gonna start poaching. And you're gonna see it now. Poaching, I don't do too long, but you can poach, you know, eggs, over easy, over medium, so on and so forth. Think of it like a steak, okay?
Right. Yeah, okay.
Rare,
well
medium
done.
rare
Right,
to
yep,
well
got
done,
it.
right? That's how you cook eggs, right? It's the same concept.
I'm so glad you just said
You
that.
cook
That
it a little
crystallized it all
longer,
for me
yeah,
right there.
You got
Got
yourself a well done steak.
Got it.
Do you like well done steaks?
No.
Okay, good guy. Good job. We don't like well done steaks. But if you do, think of it that way.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's already starting to form.
Yes.
So from here, if you want it really runny, then
You could pull it right now?
you could pull it right now. Yep. I
Okay.
don't like mine that runny. I like mine to have a little more body to it. So I like to let it go for about a minute, minute and a half. Okay. But you still kind of want to like cause a little vortex, just a little bit. Now, I was telling you off air, but each chef has their way of doing
Right.
things, making it be, you know, however they like. If you want to strain your egg into there, like strain it and put it in there, that helps keep a really nice form. Because
Like
you see
you run
here,
it through a strainer is what you're saying? You
yep,
would run,
the
okay,
egg
got
yolk,
it.
yep, just a little bit of the egg, I'm sorry, the egg white. But from here, it kind of takes care of that little tail that you see
Oh,
right
I
there,
see.
right?
I gotcha.
Yeah, but then for me, that's like a waste of product, so I don't do that. So, all right, so this one, I kind of took off that tail a little bit, but this is your poached egg.
That was pretty easy.
So easy.
I feel like I could do that.
Yes,
Here
absolutely.
I am thinking like poached eggs are like so highfalutin,
Nope.
you know.
Nope.
You need to be an expert French chef.
Absolutely not. And you know what the best part of a poached egg is? Breaking it. do you want to pop that yolk?
No, you go for it.
Oh goodness. Boom.
Boom.
Oh,
and then
the
there's
money
the
shot.
reveal, if you will, the money
It's
shot.
so beautiful. So I say let's kick it to the omelet.
Let's kick it to the omelet. So we'll take a real quick break, and then we will come back, finish it up with an omelet here. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Hey, Dean, Blue Star has a reputation for being a pretty great distributor, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we work pretty hard to get the right products from our amazing vendors to our VARs so they can get them to their customers and give them the solutions they need for their projects.
Yeah, we do all that. You know, we are a value-added distributor.
Yeah, but what does that actually mean?
Well, I mean, besides pick, packing, and shipping, we do all kinds of other cool things to wow customers, help them improve their margins, help them improve their business, do good things, really.
Really? We do all that?
Oh, we do all that. Oh, we also have this custom configuration department right back here.
Uh-huh.
These guys do cool stuff. They can do pre-shipment, they can do pre-packaging, labeling, custom packaging, software loads, iOS loads, you name it, this is where the magic happens.
Oh, hey, you guys are doing magic back there?
They're working, man, they're working.
All right, well, what else do we offer?
Oh, well, besides that, we offer marketing services, financial services, we got key injection services, you name site surveys. We can help our customers in a myriad of ways, whatever they need to help grow their business. If they succeed, we all succeed, right?
Oh, okay. I'm convinced. Well, hey, if you want to learn more about BlueStar's services, one, contact your representative, let them know what you need, or check out the value add section at BlueStarInc.com.
Hey, John, you here for some of the food, or what's going on, man?
Of course, I'm always here for the food, but I figured I'd take some time to work on some of our ads while I was at it too.
Oh, I see. Yes. So which one are you working on here?
Well, get this, I got a great line for you here. So right now, when it comes to fast, reliable point-of-sale receipt printers, merchants are feeling the need for speed. I stole it from that old Top Gun movie.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll ignore the shot at my age.
It's old, Dean. 1986. Come on.
Yeah.
We're old.
Yeah. So anyway, so what? You're saying hospitality, retail, those types of folks don't like to wait around for the receipts?
Well, no. I mean, especially like if you're printing out those giant, like 3-foot long receipts that everybody hates. Like, It's got like QR codes, coupons, ads. I don't know, coloring sheet for the kids or something like that. No one wants to wait around for that stuff. So Epson has them covered with their newest printer, the OmniLink TM-T887.
All right. So, but how fast is this bad boy?
500 millimeters per second, fastest in the industry, and a high-speed auto cutter to boot.
Very nice. I know Epson's more than about just speed. What else does this thing got?
Well, yeah, I mean, so it's got a long print head and auto cutter life. It's backed up by like a 4-year limited warranty, but it's also one of those cool little printers where it can kind of be the centerpiece for an entire point of sale setup. A lot of flexibility, cloud server print as well, but it's got a built-in USB and Ethernet, but also has options for like power and USB, parallel, wireless, pretty much everything you need for a flexible setup, future-proof, online ordering too, which everybody loves that these days.
Everybody's got that. You got all that in that script right there?
I did. I think this will make a good ad.
So if somebody wants more information, what do they need to do?
Well, I mean, they talk to their BlueStar Epson representative.
That's right. If you want more information, contact your BlueStar representative and they can help you out.
Have we been doing an ad the whole time?
Yeah, this whole time. Yeah.
Oh, well, all right.
Hey, I gotta get back. See ya.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here at AppeTECH, and we got Kayla Robison, who's showing us 5 different ways to do eggs. We got 4 of them baked, if you will, but now we're going to finish it up with an omelet, my personal fave. So, Kayla, let's jump right in. How do we make a great omelet?
All right, so as we talked earlier, your best friend's going to be air.
Yes,
okay?
air. We love air.
Air and some milk. Okay, so we're going to do a 3-egg omelet. You can do 2-egg if you're feeling really confident. 3 eggs going to keep you.
Okay, is that like a standard? Right?
2 to 3.
It's going to be plate sized. It's going to be.
Restaurants typically do 3 omelets.
Okay.
Just because it's meatier.
Yep.
So we're going to add 2 tablespoons of milk for this one. Okay.
Now, can you do cream too?
You
if
can
you
do
wanted
heavy
to be
cream
so
as well.
bold.
Yep.
Okay.
Heavy cream works. Don't do as much. Probably only do like a tablespoon of heavy cream.
Gotcha.
Yeah, just because it's heavy.
Right.
Okay, so we're gonna do this. I'm gonna actually have you whisk as I get the pan ready. Okay, so non-stick skillet's gonna be your best friend. I've got a medium to high heat. Okay, so we're gonna add some oil.
Does it matter what kind of oil?
No, you can use really any oil. I really like this brand. This gentleman was a chef, really did his research on oil, has a lot of different lines of oil for different purposes. As you can see, this one's for saute, fry, roast, and bake. He has one that's for a finish. He has one that's for dessert. He has, all those different types.
Gotcha.
I really like them, and he seems like a pretty cool guy, so I just like his products. All right, so then I also like to add a little butter for flavor, and again, a little bit of the browning. I personally like.
Loving the butter.
Loving the butter.
Add the fat, add the taste.
Yep, so important. All right.
So is there like a specific way to whisk? You just whisk, right?
I kind of just do this.
Yeah, I know.
There you go. Yep, just like that.
Beat 'em up.
As you're seeing the ribbons, we call this ribbons, okay? You want to see the ribbons. So as you're doing that, I'm going to add some salt. Okay.
All right.
A little bit of pepper. So. All right, we ready?
We're ready.
All right, so we're gonna pour it in there. You did a great job. All those bubbles?
Yes.
That's the air, we like that. All right, pour it right in there.
So medium hot on the pan here? I mean, it looks like it's cooking already,
yep,
right?
We like to see the bubbles, okay? And then from here, I kind of like to let it sit a little bit, and then as it goes, I'm gonna start kind of pulling this in just gently, okay? Now, there's a million different ways to do omelets. This is the way that I was taught in college. I mean, actually, I was taught many different ways in college, but I like this way. This is actually the first thing I ever learned how to cook.
Really?
Omelets.
Like professionally?
Just in general.
Oh, just in general?
Yeah, when my mom
Making an omelet.
my mom was teaching me how to cook, I think I was probably about like 8 or 9. It was omelets. Actually, it was omelets and eggs, different types of eggs. And it's funny because you know how most kids have like lemonade stands?
No, you did not.
I had a egg and hot dog stand out of the shack of a garage I had.
Nice.
Yes. So I'd like to say my first restaurant was when I was 10. And people actually paid.
Out of my garage.
Yeah,
It was
like
so cool.
people actually paid. I had a stand like right in the corner of my house,
Get
and
out
then
of
like
town.
I would have to tell folks, now go around to the back where the weird garage is, and I'll meet you there. And I had like a microwave, and that's how I made people's
Nice.
food.
But you know, this is such a staple, right? I mean, eggs, how to cook eggs. You really
It's
kind of need to
important.
know it, right?
It
It's
is,
like a
yes.
basic 101 on cooking.
It is, yes. Okay, so from here I'm going to turn my heat down on low. Okay. So you can kind of see where it's starting to form. Now,
Right.
when it's really jammy like that in the center, I want to try and get a little bit of that out. So I'm going to move it down. There we go.
All right.
Okay. And this, we're going to flip it.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
We're going to flip the egg. When I was
I
in
don't know that I'd
culinary
be
school.
flipping no eggs in my house, but
I know.
good.
When I was in culinary school, I flipped a lot of eggs.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't feel comfortable flipping, what you would do from here is actually start on a low heat and cook it so it cooks all the way, and then you just, you know,
okay.
add your toppings
Got
and
it,
stuff like that.
Yes, yes.
But we're gonna see how this
I'll
does.
give it a shot.
Oh,
Beauty.
boom.
Beauty.
All right. So from here, I'm gonna add some cheese, lots of cheese, and then the trick. I'm gonna let that sit a little bit.
But at this point, you could put other things in as well,
Absolutely,
right?
yep. So anything you like.
Like meat,
your
onions,
meats, yep.
some veg
onions,
in there.
vegetables, all of those things, okay? Now, I'm not gonna wait for the cheese to really melt because it's gonna melt once I fold this on top. So from here, I'm gonna go like this,
Oh, you just plate it right on up.
and then I'm gonna fold it.
Get out.
Yeah.
Use the pan.
Yep.
Okay, here I am trying to like fold it in the pan
3
and
ways,
stuff like
yeah,
that. It
yeah. That's
doesn't-
how my mom taught me, but then in college, they're like, we ain't got time for this. So they were like, just do a French omelet, flip it one way. Now, of course, this one got a little folded, so I probably get like a C in class.
Oh, right.
But
Gotcha.
this is honestly a very simple, basic way to do an omelet. Yep. And if you don't feel comfortable flipping it, but flipping it's half the fun.
Right.
It seems intimidating, but if you practice with a 3-egg omelet, you've got enough stability there to be able to flip it.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe
All right.
next time I'll try
Maybe next
it.
time. Okay.
We'll see. We'll see. So, Kayla, thank you so much for
Hey,
showing
thank
us how to
you.
do eggs. 5 different ways, folks. If you can't figure out a good egg here that you like, well, then maybe you just don't like eggs at the end of the road,
Yeah.
right? So our thanks again to Kayla. Thanks again to our sponsors as well. Elo, Epson, Newcastle, Samsung Zebra. Couldn't do it without you folks. But hey, now is the time for you, like we've been doing. Go to bluestarinc.com/cooking, and there you will find the recipes and some of the stuff that we've done here. You can also register to get a $20 gift card so that you can make your own. But you'll need the special code. What code should we use? Like egg, right?
Yeah.
It's all been about egg. Egg is your code today. So thank you so much for joining us. Thanks again, Kayla.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it. Take care.